Hello! Today we're gonna make Lenten buns because today is the Sunday and it's Lenten Day. In my home country, Norway, we call this fastelavnsboller. But in English, I think it's called Lenten buns. They are really big and fluffy, and you put cream and strawberry jam inside when finished. That's a really feast before the Lenten starts. And today we're going to use our Titan Tilt 7.5. All the ingredients we're going to need is here, and that's normal flour, sugar, butter, goat milk. I'm using goat milk, but you can use normal full cream milk also. But goat milk gives it an extra punch. And baking powder, nutmeg, dry yeast, and 1 egg. That's all we're gonna need. So we start by opening the head on the machine, and we take off the bowl. Of course, you could just have put everything in without removing the bowl, but I think it's easier to just remove the bowl. We start by putting the flour in, sugar, baking powder, nutmeg, dry yeast, 1 egg, all the butter. And it's important that you keep the butter cold and the milk should be cold, because the machine generates a lot of heat when you are mixing. So do not follow recipes that said use heated milk or water and melted butter. Then the dough is going to reach a too high temperature too quickly. So always keep everything cold. Then we put the bowl back in place. Lock it tightly. We add all the milk. We lock the head back down. Lock the safety grid. And we set the time to 5 minutes initial mixing. And on speed 4. And now I'm just going to show you how quiet the rubber bake Titan Tilt is during mixing. About 40 decibel. When I'm quiet. One meter away. Now we have mixed for 4 minutes, and you see the dough has incorporated nicely, and the butter and everything has melted into the dough. And we now have a temperature about 20 degrees. Now we're going to speed up a little bit, and first we put it on 5 minutes more. And we put it on speed 6 to 7. Now we have been mixing for totally about 9 minutes. And we see the temperature is now 23.9, and the dough has formed nicely. So it's time to end. Now we are at 24.5. So then we are finished mixing. After letting the dough rest for a few minutes, we open the head. You see the dough is smoothly going off the hook. There really no residue left. We loosen the bowl. And we take the dough out to the baking plate. I'm just going to bale it up nicely and get some more air into it before fermenting. You see, nearly nothing sticks in the bowl or on the mixer. We just and we put it back to the bowl for fermenting. Cover it with plastic or linen cloth or something, and let it ferment till at least double size. That's about 1 hour to 2 hours, depending on the room temperature. Now the dough has fermented for about 2 hours in about 23 degrees room temperature. And as you can see, it has risen nearly 3 times. So a little bit too long fermenting, but that's okay. Then we just take the dough out on the baking table. Now that we have the dough on the baking table, you see that the dough is really good incorporated and doesn't stick either to your hands or to the table. We just stretch it a little bit, get a little bit of more air into it. And then let it rest for 10 minutes. Now that the dough has rested for 10 minutes, and it's time to make the buns ready. So you see how smooth the dough is. And now we're gonna make this in pieces, about 95 grams each, and put them on a plate ready for fermenting with baking paper. Now we cut pieces in about 95 grams. We take each ball and just stretch it a little bit. I do it 4 times. And then shape it so you get an even ball. Just put the top into the underside, because this is going to get really big after it's fermented and going in the oven. They're going to expand at least 3 times. So it's important to have this totally locked in the bottom. So we just put them with about 2 centimeters distance. This recipe, we end up with 16 pieces of each 95 grams. And that's a small recipe for the machine. It's about 1.5 kilo of dough. This machine can take 3 times as much without any problem. But today I'm just showing you with a small dough. And now this is going to go for fermenting before we are going to cook it. So either you can just cover it and let it rise for about 1 hour. But we are going to put it in the oven because we have an oven with the rising function. So it goes a little bit quicker. So we're going to raise it from 35 degrees. For about 1 hour, and then they will at least double in size. Now the buns have been fermenting for about 1 hour at 35 degrees, and as you can see, they have at least doubled in size. So now we're going to put the egg on top. 1 egg. Mix it good up. Just put evenly egg on top. As you can see, they have raised beautifully and it's ready for the oven. Then And it's time for cooking. 200 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes in the middle of the oven. Oven is on 200 degrees, both upstairs and downstairs. Set the time on 20 minutes. Middle of the oven. And it's ready to rise. It's gonna be big. Make cream. Not too sweet. This is 200 milliliter of cream. Add about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now they are finished after about 17 minutes. Really nice and grown like hell. About 3 times the size. Then we're going to put together the Lenten bun. What we do, take a bun, open it in the middle, and you see how incredible fluffy and nice it is. And then we take our homemade strawberry jam. That's just fresh strawberries. Cut in pieces, a little bit sugar, boil for 2 minutes, put in the fridge. Nothing better. Put on both the top and bottom. Cream, not too much. We don't like it too sweet, so we don't put so much. Put it together like a hamburger. Take a little bit of fine grained sugar. Put on top. Ready to eat with a good cup of coffee. Let's enjoy, baby.
Yes, let's do it.
Yep.
Beautiful. Look at it.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
It's good.
So fluffy. Cheers, baby. Take a strawberry, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Feel about this? Ooh. Beautiful.